Before Princess Diana became a symbol, she was a person trying to do something surprisingly simple inside a very complicated system: show up and be present. In an era when royal duty often meant distance, Diana moved closer. She didn't just attend events, she connected. She sat with people, she listened, she touched hands. She broke the invisible barrier that said certain lies were too uncomfortable to acknowledge. And that choice, repeated again and again, is what reshaped how many people understood service. One of the clearest examples came in 1987, when Diana visited the UK's first dedicated HIV/AIDS unit at London's Middlesex Hospital. At the time, fear and misinformation were everywhere. Some people still believed HIV could be transmitted through casual touch. Diana deliberately challenged that. She shook hands with patients without gloves, not as a stunt, but as a human statement: you are not untouchable. That single gesture did what lectures often couldn't. It made empathy visible, and it wasn't isolated. Her approach became consistent. Hospitals, shelters, schools, marginalised communities, especially those that polite society preferred to keep out of sight. She supported causes around homelessness and mental health, and she often did it in a way that felt personal rather than ceremonial. Eye contact, conversation, time given without rushing. That is why people later called her the People's Princess, not because she was perfect, because she made people feel seen. Then came 1997, when she stepped into one of the most dangerous humanitarian battlegrounds on Earth: landmines. Diana travelled to Angola with the Halo Trust, walking through an active minefield in protective gear. The images moved fast around the world, not because they were glamorous, but because they were shocking. A princess, deliberately placing herself where ordinary civilians had been losing limbs for years. Her visit didn't single-handedly create the landmine ban. Diplomacy was already underway, but Halo and other observers credit her with dramatically amplifying public pressure at a pivotal time. The Ottawa Mine Ban Convention was drafted later in 1997 and entered into force in 1999, part of the wider wave she helped intensify. If you strip away the cameras and titles, the thread running through Diana's work is simple. She treated people like people, not projects, not charity cases, not scandals, human beings. And for many, that was the first time someone powerful had done it openly. Her legacy continues in different forms, including youth-focused work carried forward by the Diana Award, built around the idea that compassion becomes real when it turns into action. And then, in Paris, in the early hours of 31st of December 1997, Diana died after a crash in the Pont de l'Alma tunnel, following a night shaped by intense media pursuit. Official investigations in France and the UK examined the circumstances in detail, including the role of paparazzi, speed, and the driver, Henry Paul. And the UK inquest ultimately returned a verdict of unlawful killing by grossly negligent driving, while separate conspiracy claims were also investigated and not upheld. Still, because her death felt sudden, public, and symbolically loaded, speculation has never fully disappeared, and for some, the unanswered what-ifs remain part of the shadow her story carries. Princess Diana didn't transform duty by speeches, she transformed it by contact, by refusing to look away, by reminding the world that service is not distance, it's presence. And whatever people believe about the forces around her final night, her humanitarian impact is not a theory, it's a legacy written in the lives she touched, one person at a time.